Hi everyone, it's Melissa here to plan in my classic horizontal Daydreamer planner. This week I'm going to be planning using Mom Run Crafts April Orr's technique for the horizontal planning. And what she does is she actually takes each day and divides it into three sections like I'm doing with my ruler right now. So the first section is important appointments, things that really need to get done that day. Or, for example, she was mentioning her kids' games. And then the second section would be for a running to-do list. Not necessarily important to have it done that day, just a to-do list of things she has to get done throughout the week. And then the third section is either a happy thought, a decorative element, or a way to track workouts, at other things like that. I've decided to use that third section as a much more decorative element, perhaps a place where I can put in quotes or motivational things to keep me going throughout the week. Monday is a statutory holiday in my neck of the woods in Vancouver, so I wanted to denote that. So I took a long weekend sticker, stuck it in half, and I put in the happy thought or decorative section. I wanted to use Daydreamer sticky notes for the long to-do list section that I put over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I usually have a lot of to-do lists that don't really have a specific day that I need to get them done, so I think this will be perfect for my own functionality. So I've made up my mind and I've decided to stay in the Daydreamer horizontal planner for the rest of the year. Quite frankly, towards the end of last year, I got really comfortable in vertical planning, so I still really miss vertical planning, and I think I want to move to a twice per month cycle of planning vertically and then franken planning that in with my horizontal pages. But at the same time, I hate the idea that I'm not comfortable yet horizontal planning. So I really want to keep working at it and planning some more horizontally until I'm really comfortable with it. I decided to repurpose another sticky note that I put on Thursday, but I put that quote on top of it so that you wouldn't see where it says notes. When I was looking through my post-its, I saw this really pretty bicycle, so I thought I would also work that in. Later on, you're going to see that that'll come off because it really didn't go with the rest of my spread. I tend to be much more of a decorative planner than a functional one, but I am trying to move into a much more functional planning. I love Mom Run Crafts pages, and she always makes it look really pretty but functional at the same time, so I wanted to give that a go. So I decided to put 2 asterisks per day. In retrospect, that's probably too many, so I think I'll be able to transition that to just one. I think the reason why I'm having issues with the Daydreamer planner is because usually every single month there's so many different colors on the page. So here you can see that the May is in a coral and all the florals are in purple, blue, so lots of different colors, and that can be a bit distracting, and they tend to be pastel, so it's less conducive to put on a very bright color on these spreads. So I find myself always reaching for the Daydreamer stickers, be that the mini or the classic. And unlike the other planners that I've planned in the past, I can usually reach for any sticker book, but usually I will always be reaching for the Daydreamer sticker book so that I can find some sort of accent that'll go with the planner itself. But I'm not the kind of person that'll just walk away from a planner 6 months in, so I'm definitely going to finish this out, and not to mention that I have pre-planned so many of the months already, all the way up until December. I put in my paydays, statutory holidays, days off, and things like that. Now, as I'm looking at the spread, I use the mini checklist for Monday and Thursday. They actually look terrible, and I am going to be taking these off soon. I just didn't really like the way that it looked. I wanted to keep going with a long to-do list, so I decided to keep that going for Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. This is one of the things that I really like about the horizontal planners is that Friday definitely feels like it's already part of the weekend. Sometimes I take that day off. At work, it's already very relaxed and everyone's really gearing up for the weekend. So it doesn't feel like a weekday the way Monday through Thursday does. I'm really trying to keep the zones that she mentioned in mind about the middle being a to-do list, a running to-do list of things you need to get done throughout the week. And she also talked about how it doesn't necessarily have to be confined to each day. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a linear planner and I want things to stay in the line the way that I put that sticker in on Saturday. But I'm a recovering perfectionist and I'm trying to be okay with planning outside the lines and not necessarily staying in the box the way that I did on Saturday. Now, as the spread progressed, I decided to make it be a gray, pink, and purple spread, with the pink being more of a peach or blush. This is how most of my Daydreamer spreads go. I just usually start putting stickers on, and a theme or a color scheme starts to emerge as I'm doing it. I have to say, I'm a big floral girl. I wear a lot of florals. I was actually doing a memory planning spread earlier, and I realized that pretty much every single day during my birthday week, I was wearing florals. So suffice it to say, I can never have enough florals, and I have to say that these purple rose gold florals in the Daydreamer sticker book are some of my favorites. I absolutely love them. But they are really hard to maneuver. You definitely can't use the entire thing. So I chop a lot of them, which is great. It's a way for me to extend the life of the floral, so to speak. And I love the look of florals peeking out from behind stickers. I just think it looks really cute. So at this point, I was trying to match that red from the May so I could work that color into the rest of my spread. I was just trying to balance out the fact that May is in this bright red coral. But I don't really like the way these two florals look side by side on Saturday, so now's a good time to lift them up and take it off. Now, as you can see, my sticker's blowing in the air. It's because I have a fan pointed directly to my face. My planning area is definitely warm, and these lights pointed directly in my face definitely doesn't help. Well, I'm trying to figure out where to put this other coral floral. I'm trying to balance things out, and what I usually like to do to figure out if it fits is I'll actually try to move away from my planner spread, so I'll try to put them about an arm's length apart and to really look at it from afar to see, does this work, is this balanced? And then from when I'm looking at it from afar, I can usually figure out if something is sticking out like a sore thumb. As I'm looking at that bike, I know that's definitely the culprit. I tried to add another floral at the left corner of this notes, but I decided it was too much floral and it didn't really look balanced. I like how they're on the top right and bottom left. The thing is, you won't really know that the sticker doesn't fit until you lay it down, so I try to be gentle with the way that I put the stickers on, especially if I'm not sure if that's where it's going to stay. So now I've got a bunch of floral halves and really know where to put them, and I didn't really like how they would be both on the same side, so they're on the left side of that sticker on Friday as well as on Saturday. I just didn't really like the look of it. I keep trying to make it right by adding more florals, but I'm really not happy with the way it looks. So for example, I hate that on Friday and Saturday I have a purple and a coral sticker stacked on top of each other. I just think it looks too matchy-matchy and I didn't really like the way it looked. Even though I can't see it as I'm doing this voiceover, I know there's a gap between the florals on Friday and that box sticker, and that's why I just had to lift it up and put it closer to the florals themselves. As you can see, I'm also trying to lift up that bike and take it out, and it is really at this point that it's starting to bother me because it does not fit the rest of the spread. Sometimes these stickers are pliable, sometimes they're not, and sometimes I have to put a little bit of Tombow to make it stick, but whatever works. This is my first time planning in this style, so as you can see, I'm feeling indecisive literally about everything. There's no salvaging this sticky note, and it's definitely going straight into the garbage after using this. So I bring in this blue sticker in order to match some of the florals on the left page. I also wanted to work in another gray element. So it's at this point that these checklists are definitely bothering me, and I decided to put them back in the Daydreamer. Thankfully, I was able to put them back in this instance. Sometimes they have to go into the sticker grave. After swapping out those checklists, we're pretty much done. If you like this video, please click like, and don't forget to subscribe.